بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد نبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers and sisters, welcome all of you wherever you are. And we're coming again with your program in the series of the Quranic issues. And among it, what came in the Book of Allah about killing some of the prophets, even though they were promised of support. Listen to this ayah. After seeking Allah's refuge from the shaitan regime, we had given Musa the book, and we followed him with messengers, and we gave Isa son of Maryam the clearances, and we supported him with the Holy Spirit. Every time you get a messenger, which opposite to what you desire, so you get arrogant. Some you have denied, and some you have killed. So Allah Azza wa Jal is telling us in this ayah that sons of Israel, they have killed some of the prophets. And he used with indication, you are killing, to bring the crime, the ugliness of that crime of killing of the prophets and the messengers. And this ayah has similarities in the Book of Allah. Allah said, we have taken the covenant of the sons of Israel and we have sent to them messengers. Every time they have a messenger with which they don't desire, some they have denied and some they are killing. In Surah Al-Ma'idah. Also Allah Azza wa Jal is saying, those who have said that Allah Azza wa Jal has allowed us not to believe in a messenger until he brings us off some food that the fire will eat it. He said, we have messenger before that with the clear. And what you ask for? Why did you kill them? If you are truthful. Also Allah Azza wa Jal saying, and because of their denying their covenant and their disbelief in the signs of Allah and killing the prophets unjustly and saying that their hearts are solid, indeed Allah has sealed on it, they will not believe except a little bit. They were hit with humiliation everywhere they go except with with Allah and some people, and they have that humility. That's because they have disbelief in the signs of Allah and they are killing the prophets with unjustly. That's because of their disobedience and their aggression. This is what Allah Azza wa Jal has promised them, that those who disbelieve in Allah's signs and they are killing the prophet unjustly, and they are killing those who ordain what is just between people, then give them gladness of a severe punishment. These are the ones that their actions are failed and they have no support at the day of judgment. So Allah Azza wa Jal is stressing in more than one place, the sons of Israel, they have killed from their prophets what they have killed. And the truth that the most nation that Allah has sent messengers and prophets are the sons of Israel. They used to have the prophets one after the other. Every time one died, the other one comes in. And the more who had it are sons of Israel, where they have killed their prophets. They were described as the killers of the prophets, and some of the explainers, they have named some of the prophets that they have killed. So Al-Baydawi in his explanation says that they have killed Sha'ariya, Zakaria and Yahya, peace be upon all of them. There is nothing in the Sunnah that talk about any of the killing. Maybe the news of their killing, it is something that is narrated from the people of the book and from the most authenticated. What Ibn Shayba said in the Musannaf from Urwa ibn Zubayr, who said Yahya son of Zakaria did not kill except for a woman prostitute. She told her boyfriend, I will not be satisfied until you bring his head. So he went and he brought his head in a container. And also what Abdullah ibn Zubayr, who said Yahya was killed because of an adulterer. That and Ibn Kathir also writes the details of that. That some of the kings of that time in Damascus wanted to marry one of his people that he's not supposed to marry. So Yahya has told him not to do that. So once he get closer to, she told him, and give me the blood of Yahya. So he allowed her. So she sent somebody who killed him. And no doubt, the worst people are the punishment and the judgment. Those who have killed a prophet, or a prophet has killed him. In Sahih al-Jama, in the hadith of Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, may Allah be pleased with him, the worst people in punishment at the day of judgment, a man he killed a prophet, or a prophet has killed him, or a man that is putting people astray and ugly, and those who make these statues. And there's nothing proven that the Prophet ﷺ killed anyone in his hand except Ubay ibn Khalaf al-Jumahi and his enormous against Islam and Muslims. He killed him at the day of Uhud when he promised the Prophet ﷺ that he will kill him, and he was prepared for that, his horse, and feed him real well. And Ubay came at the day of Uhud looking for the Prophet ﷺ, and he said, I will not be saved if he is safe. I will not survive if he survived. Another book, that story in details, where Ubay ibn Khalaf came at the day of Uhud to the Prophet ﷺ, wants to kill him. So some of the believers stopped him. So the Prophet ﷺ said, let's go of him. So he ordered them to let him go. And he hit him with a spear in his hand. So he fell out of his horse. And no blood came, not that much blood came, but one of his ribs were broken. So he went to his companions like the bull. He said, they told him, this is a small scratch, he said, the saying of the Prophet ﷺ, but I will kill Ubay, that he will kill Ubay. And he said, by Allah, that if he said, if this came in a tribe of Majaz, his tribe, they will all die out of pain. That it was so painful. When this man wanted to kill the Prophet ﷺ, and that reached the Prophet ﷺ, he said, I will kill him inshallah, God's willing. So that was sent to Ubay. So he got horrified. He said, by Allah, he heard him saying that. He said, yes. So it hit him in his soul. Because they knew that the Prophet ﷺ, if he said something, it will happen. And Ubay knew that Allah's destiny will happen to him no matter what. And then you know the rest of the story. That he went at Uhud trying to sneak behind the Prophet ﷺ to kill him. And some companions, they stopped him. So the Prophet ﷺ told him, let go. So he took the spear and he hit him with it. And it hit in his ribs, but the blood stayed in his throat, and he started gurgling like the bull. They said, what happened? This is a small scratch. He said, by Allah, if he did not accept a scratch, he will kill him. Didn't he say, I will kill him inshallah? So he stayed like a day or a few days until he died. And Allah rushed his soul to the hellfire. الطبري and says, and Uqba ibn Mu'ayt, the saying of Allah Azza wa Jal, and that when the transgressors, they will bite their hands. I wish I have taken away with the messenger. I wish I did not take so and so as my companions. He have put me astray from the right path, and the devil was an enemy to the human being. So going back to the question, how could the prophets be killed when they were promised by Allah of support? Allah has said, I have written that I will be victorious, me and my messengers. And he said, our word has proceeded to our messenger that they are the one victorious. And our soldiers are going to be victorious. In another ayah, we're going to expel you out of land, or you're going to join us in our religion. But Allah has written that He's going to destroy the transgressors. And also Allah said, we will support our messengers and the hereafter. And also Allah said, whomever don't think that Allah will support him in this life and the hereafter, let him find a reason. Let him put a robe. Let him hang himself. If that will take any change anything, Allah is going to support His messenger no matter what. So how do you answer that question? Because there are two types. One that were forced to fight, and some are ordered to be patient before the jihad against disbelievers. Those who were ordered to patient are the ones that Allah has permitted in this life to be killed. So He will raise in their status that they were killed unjustly. And before the Torah, Allah will the enemies, just like the punishment of Ad and Pharaoh and Thamud. When the jihad was allowed with the coming of the Torah, the deniers with the coming of the Torah, Allah has said, after we have destroyed the previous generations, out of His mercy that He allowed that. So Allah talk about those who He have destroyed in the previous nations. Allah said Ad, Thamud, and it was obvious to us the Shaitan has purified their actions. He have kept them away from the path. And Musa have given the signs, and they are arrogant on earth. And Allah said, we took each with their sin. Some we have given them the scream, the storm. Some we have drowned. And Allah was not going to do them wrong, but they were doing themselves wrong. And the people of Noah, when they denied the messengers, we have drowned them. And we made them a sign for people. And we have prepared for the transgressors very severe punishment. Allah said, then Ad and Thamud, and the people of Arras, and the other generations in between, a lot. And each we have given the examples. And each one we have completely destroyed. And they came to the village that don't they have seen it, but they are not expecting to be. So the split way is the Torah. When Allah Azza wa Jal said no generation were destroyed or since the coming of the Torah with a punishment from the heavens. Allah wanted to test you with each one, except for the village that Allah has changed to monkeys. Allah said, we have destroyed the generations. It was clearest to people after the coming of the Torah. Allah did not punish anybody with general punishment, but He asked the believers to hurt and fight the transgressors from the Muslims. And those after the coming of the Torah and the allowance of jihad, the answer, this is from the general that is meant with something specific, or when it meant that Allah want to give the victory to the Prophet and Messenger from they were killed either in their presence or in their absence, whether it is in their life or after their death. Just it's like done to the Yahya Zakaria. And in Namrud, Allah has taken him very strongly. And before the day of judgment, Allah, Isa ibn Maryam will come to, he will kill the pig and the Antichrist and those who support him from the Jews, and he will kill the khinzir. And that's the support that is very great. Allah, He will make them victory in this life, and in the hereafter He will make them very satisfied. Allah said, whomever have wanted to declare war on an ally of mine, I have declared war on him. And there is another notion that I revenge for my alliance, just like some kind of animal. And Allah did not send someone to people, and they will kill him, and they are calling for truth, and they will kill. The second generation will so the prophets and the messengers, they were killed in this life, and they are supported by Allah. And whomever look at Allah's support to His Prophet ﷺ, he will find a lot of amazing things. There's another explanation. The victory, it is not in the thoughts at all, or the ideology. That's why from the pillars of the Islam exposed that there is a few that they stay on the right path, and nothing will hurt them until the day of judgment. Allah start the proof on His servant. Allah Prophet said that there will be group of my people very exposing to the truth, nothing going to harm them, no deception from nobody. So a lot of people say, who is this supported group out of the 70 some groups of followers of the Prophet going to be surviving? They have to be the people of the hadith, otherwise who will be they? But Ahmad means the people of Sunnah and Jama'ah, and whomever accepted the people of hadith. Imam Nawawi, he take it could be that this group is split between the Muslims, some who are brave Some supporters are ordaining what's good and forbidding what is evil. And some with different type of goodness. And they could be dispensed in the earth. So they are, in general, they are the people of As-Sunnah and Jama'ah. Those who, in principle, they are gathered of accepting Allah as their Lord, and Muhammad ﷺ is his. So they not meet Allah Azza wa Jal with an urge or a doubt, and Allah's word is fulfilled truthfully and justly, truthfully in His news and justly in His rules. And it's not up to a believer, male or female, if Allah and His Messenger decreed something, that they have the choice in it. And whomever disobey and His Messenger, they have went a great astray. Dear brother and sister, we'll stop here inshallah and we'll continue next time. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.